It's amazing sometimes how much you can learn from unlikely sources. Today, my 5-year-old son, in a fit of just absolute frustration and not having a great day in the morning, said, I give up, I quit. And it really hit me in a couple of ways. And I think it's a good lesson, not only for him or for me, but I think for all of us. I think we all want to quit at times when things get difficult, when life doesn't go our way, when everything seems to be going wrong. And I think for all of us, that happens more often than not. Things don't always go according to plan. In fact, actually, more oftentimes than not, let's be honest, they don't really go according to plan. Today, for my 5-year-old, he had woken up late and he was starting to eat his breakfast. And him and my other son were playing Legos while they're eating breakfast, which I thought was pretty cool. And as they're doing it, accidentally, their drink gets knocked over and it goes into my son's waffle. And you would think that that was the end of the world for him. And maybe for a 5-year-old it was. And I came over and I said, what's wrong? Why are you crying? He says, my breakfast is ruined. Now I have no breakfast. And I said, well, you can make another waffle. It's not the end of the world. And you still have plenty of your drink. It was just a little bit. And then he says, okay. I said, I'll put your waffle in a few minutes. Let me just go do what I need to do and finish your drink, and then we'll make another waffle, or we'll figure something out. He goes, okay. A couple of things happen, and as we're about to go out the door, he's having a hard time putting his socks on. As you know, when something just isn't going your way once, twice, 3 times, it feels like nothing's going your way. And that's when he took his socks and he threw them down in desperation. And he says, I quit. I'm done. And I looked at him and I said, son, we don't quit. We never quit. I put my arm around him and I gave him a big hug. And I said, I know you're frustrated. I know you're not having a great day. And I know things aren't going the way you want them. I know your waffle was soggy, drink got spilled, socks aren't going on. And it's all before 8 a.m. But I said, we don't ever quit. I said, and he goes, I have no breakfast. I can't get my socks on. What am I going to do? And I said, well, wait a second. You still had some of your drink, right? Yeah. I go, that's part of your breakfast, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm going to make you another waffle, or we can get you something else. Is that going to work? Well, yeah. And I said, is this something we really want to give up? Or we want to just say, it's not going the way we want it, but we can keep moving forward? And after a minute, he said, okay. Had him on the back. We went about our day. And he went on to be happy for the rest of the time until I dropped him off at school. And it got me thinking, more oftentimes than not, we reach roadblocks in life. I know I have more times than I can count. I can tell you about the times that things didn't work out in law school, things didn't work out in regular college, things didn't work out in my professional life, my personal life. You name it, I can tell you when things didn't work out. But the moral, or the thing that I think made a little bit of a difference today, was when I took the time to put my arm around him and tell him that it's going to be okay, that we don't give up. And it's normally great advice, and you hear that all the time. You can't give up. Never give up. It's like an old adage that is like a broken record. And it's great to say, but when you're in the moment and you're frustrated and you're tired and you're annoyed, what the hell do you do? How the hell does that saying help you? The fact of the matter is it doesn't. So what do you do? Well, there's one thing that I've learned when it comes to when times get difficult and you're thinking about giving up. That's when you need to be the kindest to yourself. You're going to have the longest relationship with you of any person on earth. That's the person you're stuck with forever. So you better take the time day in and day out to make it a good relationship, to have positive self-talk. And I'm not trying to sound new agey, but let's be honest here. Your internal conversation that you have with yourself is the only conversation that you will have every single day until you die. It's the truth, and I'm not trying to sound morbid, but it is the truth. How you talk to yourself, how you view yourself, is how you're going to interact with those struggles and the frustration of life. Because I can tell you right now, no matter what happens every day you're alive, you're going to have frustration, you're going to have struggles. I do. And that's why I spend so much time journaling. So I spend so much time thinking, trying to better myself through exercise, through other things, because the relationship that I have with myself, showing up for myself, doing the things that I say that I'm going to do, builds that confidence, knowing that, you know what, whatever life gets, whatever throws at me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be okay. And you will too. You have to make little promises to yourself. What do I mean by that? If you say, I'm going to read 5 pages today, you read 5 pages. Doesn't matter if it happens all at once. Maybe it's a page in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 in the evening. If you say, I'm going to make sure that I say something nice to someone today, then you go find someone and you say something nice. If you make a plan in your mind for something that you want to accomplish that day, by God, you got to do it. Because every time that you do that, you show up for yourself, you do the thing that you say you want to do, guess what? You're building that relationship with yourself and you're making it stronger, just like you would with any other person. If you told a friend of yours, listen, I'll meet you at the gym at 5 o'clock, and you don't show up, guess what? Your relationship's not going to be that good with the person. But if you show up every single time at 5 o'clock, and then one time you don't, say years in, they're going to hope you're okay. They're going to think something's wrong. And that's the kind of relationship you want to have with yourself. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that my relationship with myself is perfect. I don't think anyone's really is. But you keep showing up. Keep working on yourself. Keep trying to improve. And just like me putting my arm around my son, you do that for yourself. You show up, you trust yourself, you believe in yourself. And I'm telling you, sky's the limit. There's nothing you can't achieve. So be a little kinder to yourself. Focus on how you interact with you. And never, ever give up.